You're about to listen to the Weird with a Side of Bacon podcast. We cover weird things, but part of that may include adult themes and content. We'll be talking about things like butts and boobs, and there will be swearing. It's kind of what we do. If there are any kids in the car, you may want to change the channel. Thanks, and enjoy. Hey, sweetie, what can I get for you?
Do you have any of today's specials left?
The weird? Oh yeah, we got lots of weird.
And can I get that with bacon?
Sure, weird with a side of bacon, coming up. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode number 21 of the Weird with a Side of Bacon podcast. How's everybody doing today?
Fabulous. Gorgeous.
I'll take it. So this is the podcast where we like to cover all of the weird things that we can find out there in the world. I am one of your hosts, Trevor, and I cover all of the weird history and facts that I can find out there for our listeners. And next we'll move on to Misty. Misty, what do you do in the Weird with a Side of Bacon podcast?
I cover strange news stories from around the world.
And Stephanie, what do you cover?
Social media funsies. Yeah.
Said with such confidence. Anyway, this, like I said, is the podcast where we cover weird things, and we like to start those weird things with a weird personal story, and I have a weird personal story from earlier this year. Misty was a part of this story, so we'll see how she remembers it. Okay?
Those are always fun.
We'll start with a little bit of background. Misty and I have a camper on a permanent campsite here in Wisconsin. And of course, we have friends there that have their own permanent campsites with their own permanent camper. We are there, and it was a Friday evening. We'd all just gotten there, and we're hanging out at our friend's place. And I go inside to use the bathroom, and as I'm doing so, all of a sudden I hear beep, beep. I'm like, uh-oh, that's not good. That's usually a smoke alarm or a carbon monoxide detector or something. I'm like, all right. Beep, beep. Okay, still going on. What is that? So I go back to the living room kitchen area, the main area, and I'm listening, and then beep, beep. Okay, I know where their carbon monoxide detector is. It's one of those little built-in units that's by the floor because that's where they keep them because carbon monoxide's heavy. That's where they always are. So I go over by it. I'm like, all right, I'm going to listen for it again. Beep, beep. It's not there. I'm like, what the heck? Is it like a propane detector? Is it the smoke detector? I don't smell any smoke. What is going on here? Beep, beep. Okay, I open up the door. I go out on the porch, and I'm like, guys, something's beeping in here. I don't know what it is, but it's not the carbon monoxide detector. I don't think I know what's going on. So we all go in there, and we're all standing there, because, of course, it doesn't beep on a regular basis. It's like once every minute and a half. Standing there quietly. Beep, beep. Okay, where was it? All right, I feel like it was like right here, like right in the middle. Did you hear it over by the bedrooms? No, I didn't hear it by the bedrooms. How about the kitchen? Nope, I didn't hear it either. Okay, it's got to be over here. Beep, beep. All right, we're standing like in the middle, around by the walls. Nobody can figure this thing out. And then we're just sitting there again. I was beep, beep. I look down. I'm like, I think it's coming out of one of your luggage bags, guys. The husband, friend of ours, he's like, why would my bag be beeping? I said, I don't know, but I think it is. I'm like, okay, let's take this bag and we'll put it outside. So we put it out on the porch. We don't hear it anymore. We go out on the porch. Beep, beep. Okay, what do you have in your bag that is beeping? He's like, I don't know what's in my bag that's beeping. He opens up his bag and he's going through it. He has a carbon monoxide detector in his luggage bag, and it's going off.
So he just carries around carbon monoxide detectors now?
That's what we said. I'm like, why do you have a carbon monoxide detector in your bag?
His wife was really lost.
Oh, yeah. She's just totally lost. She's like, what is going on? Finally, after a while, he's thinking it through. He had used the same bag when they had gone ice fishing that winter. And because, ice fishing, he had a heater in the little thing, and, he brought a carbon monoxide detector. And apparently he had just thrown it in the bag, never shut it off. And however he had put it down, it had bumped a test button or had covered up the sensor or something or whatever, and it caused it to beep. So he's been carrying the same bag, by the way, all summer. It just happened to be halfway through summer. It was covered up or hit just right to start setting this thing off. So it's like the test button going off over and over again.
Okay.
Yeah.
When's his birthday?
I do want to get him a carbon monoxide detector. Something. Is that a thing? So
No, I'm just going to buy one and wrap it and give it to him and see if he even remembers that this happened.
Who knows? If he's got a memory, if he has a memory anything like mine, he'll have no idea what you're talking about because that's how I roll. But yes, it was very odd because we are wandering around. You never think that the beeping is coming from a bag sitting in the middle of the floor. We're looking at the walls. We're looking at the ceiling. We cannot identify this beep anywhere.
So my question is, why did you set it outside like there's a bomb in the bag?
Why not just go through the bag right off the bat?
Yeah. If you said, I think it's coming from one of your bags.
Why wouldn't you just open the bag? I don't know, because it just seemed like the easy thing. It's kind of like we've heard of this.
The easy thing would have been going through the bag.
Well, this is like the one where you hear about someone where they like, I think the key to my car is in one of my bags. So they have to take all they start the car and they turn it off and they take a bag out one at a time and then they start the car again until the car doesn't start. And they're like, all right, whatever bag I just took out, the key has to be in. I think it's one of those ideas. Have you ever had to do that?
No.
Just me?
Just you.
Just me. Okay.
All right.
But yeah, it was a very weird situation. So that is my weird personal story for today.
I still want to get him one now.
Well,
and knowing him, he wouldn't remember.
Oh no, he would have no idea. He would pretend like it was all great. He'd be like, "Thanks, I needed one of these. I really appreciate it." He would not even say, "What the hell is this?" He'd just go with it. He's too nice of a guy. He would just totally be like, "Thank you so much. Looking out for my safety." All right. Well, before we get into our content, again, I'd like to always remind all of our new listeners about our bacon rating system. At the end of every story, we will be going through those stories and discussing quickly how weird it is. And our weirdness scale is 1 to 4, 1 being you're not weird, 4 being you're a freak. And you can be crispy if they're really, really weird. Or if it's the weirdest weird McWeirderson ever, it'd be a BLT. Let's get into that content. And I believe we are starting with Stephanie today. Stephanie, what's weird in the social media realm?
This fun Jimmy John's review that I found.
A Jimmy John's? Well, what was it? 2 episodes ago, I think we had a review of a pizza. What was it?
It was Pizza Hut.
No, it was Little Caesars.
It was Little Caesars.
Little Caesars. You're thinking of the Pizza Hut perfume.
Yes.
That was 2 episodes ago as well. That was a Little Caesars review. Is there any kung fu fighting in this one?
Oh,
No.
that's right.
No, there's no kung fu fighting in this one? All right. Well, let's get into our review of a Jimmy John's.
Okay, so this woman gave this Jimmy John's a 1 star.
Because it wasn't Speedy Fast. Sorry.
Are we ready?
I'm ready.
Yeah, we're so ready.
Okay. I have never in all my 70 years experienced something quite like this. Yes, I know.
Sorry. I had to laugh. But go ahead.
So we got a 70-year-old woman doing 1-star review.
Mm-hmm. I drove into town last night and I was starving. I saw the lights still on at Jimmy John's and thought, thank heavens, a quick sandwich before bed. I pulled up at 9:05 p.m. Yes, I know they close at 9, but the lights were on and a boy was still inside, and I figured surely a simple turkey sandwich wasn't too much to ask.
This is the cleaning guy. You know, it's just the cleaning guy. Okay, keep going.
The door was locked, but the young man was right there sweeping. I gave a polite little knock. He cracked the door and said, we're closed. I explained I was hungry.
Oh, why didn't she say so in the first place?
He says, sorry, ma'am, I'm almost done closing and I have to be at my new metal band's practice.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry, we're closed. That's all it takes, you know? Okay.
All the food is put away? You know, not that I have to be at a meeting.
Maybe he gave her some free tickets.
Anyway. I just stared at him. Then I said, what could a sandwich take to make? 5 minutes? And this child looks me dead in the eye and says, pterodactyl shitstorm waits for no man.
Wait, is this the name of the band?
Yes.
This has got to be the name of the band. Pterodactyl shitstorm.
Let me finish.
Okay.
That was apparently the name of his band. Not only did he deny me a simple sandwich, he cursed at me while doing it. I will be calling corporate tomorrow.
Oh, God. Okay, if it wasn't for the fact that she's 70, this story probably won't live long enough to know, but wouldn't it be amazing if this became a future story like, dude, this one time I went to a Jimmy John's and this guy who's like, I can't make you a sandwich, I have to go to band practice for Pterodactyl Shitstorm, and now they're like the biggest rock band out there. I met the lead singer for Pterodactyl Shitstorm one day. All I wanted was a sandwich. He told me no, and I gave him a 1-star review. I think I got him fired, and now look where they are.
So that was the Jimmy John's review.
Oh my God. I love the fact that she's 70 years old and wrote a review.
I love the fact that this kid is just too young and dumb to know better than to be like, I'm going to bring up the name of this band, tell you have to go to band practice. Just, I'm sorry, man, we're closed. And you just make up, oh, the machines are all cleaned. It takes a half hour to clean them. I don't know, make up something. Have a reason other than Pterodactyl Shitstorm waits for no man. So the reason I bring up this idea is we actually, that same friend, by the way, the one that had the duffel bag with the carbon monoxide detector on it. One of his stories that he's had is he went to go to Milwaukee to this place that had a big band showing. And one of the shows before them was this other dude. And they skipped it because they're like, nah, we're going to go get a couple beers and we're not going to go to this.
Was it Pterodactyl Shitstorm?
It was not Pterodactyl Shitstorm. But they're saying, we skipped the first band, the first person, because we're like, well, whatever. They're just a
starter band.
A starter band, whatever. So they walk in, and as they're walking in, there's this tall, scrawny dude talking to some people. And when they walk in, he's like, hey, man, you guys missed a good show. They're like, yeah, whatever. And they go watch this show. And this show was just so-so. But the person that they pretty much like blew off and didn't go see was Marilyn Manson. And they're literally talking about 2 weeks later, they're at home watching MTV or something. And here's Marilyn Manson on there. And they're like, we blew up this guy's show and damn near gave him the finger walking in. And this guy's now a huge star. We're idiots. Maybe this woman will have the same story about Pterodactyl Shit Show someday.
Shitstorm.
I'm sorry. I should really get to learn their name. I really apologize to Pterodactyl Shitstorm for misnaming them. That was a really just not giving them the respect they deserve as a upcoming band, I guess. I don't know.
Pterodactyl Shitstorm.
It's a great band name.
They wait for no man.
TSS.
At this point, it would have been no woman.
Pterodactyl starts with a P, right?
Wait. Yes.
Did you?
Yeah, but I forgot.
I was like, TSS, that's not right.
Oh
my God.
Awkward. Okay, bacon rating.
Oh my God.
Oh, yeah.
Obviously, she gets a 4 because you gotta go back and learn your spelling.
Okay. Yeah, that gets a 4. That gets a 4. That's probably a 3, but after you totally
Called you
called
out.
me out in a really good way, too. Oh, yeah, that's a 4. That is definitely a 4.
God, my face hurts. Because I'm like, TSS, I'm like,
I know, that took me a second too. I was like,
from? I'm like,
I got an order app.
all right, Trevor, we're ready for your story. Hopefully you can redeem yourself.
We'll try. There's some big words in here, but they're written down, so I know what letter they start with.
if you spelt them right.
I did, but I'm seeing as I look through my notes a couple of typos. But the words I think are right, but I'm missing some. Definitely missing a comma or two, and I definitely forgot. I got name instead of named, so maybe not. We'll see. Okay. The name of this article I'm doing
TSS.
is not TSS. It is pterodactyl with a P. No, it is called Haunted Street View.
I thought he said hunted. I'm like, you can have a haunted street view.
Haunted.
Okay.
The Haunted Street View. My 3 sources for this one, I've got an article from Japan National Tourism Organization. I have a July 2013 article from Japan Today.
In TSS.
No, not TSS. And an article from darktourism.com.
Bum, bum, bum.
Woo.
There is an island in Japan named Hashima Island. At one time, it was actually a major hub for undersea coal mining. It became a huge place because coal was big. We're talking back in like 1940s or so like that. The entire island was only about 16 acres, but there were 5,000 people that lived on this 16-acre island, okay? Because this was a huge money-making, I don't know if it was one business or multiple businesses on there, but either way, Hashima Island actually holds the record to this day as most densely populated island in the world. 5,000 people on 16 little acres. Unfortunately, coal mining didn't last forever. Somewhere around the late 60s, 70s or so, petroleum became the leading source of heat and things like that. Coal was really dying off. And in 1974, they actually decided to close down all the mines on this island. And when they closed it, about 2 days later, the entire island was abandoned. They closed it. Everybody moved out because there's nothing there anymore. They're not bringing in food. There's no money to be made. Everybody's gone. 1974 within like a 3-day period. Since it's been abandoned for over 50 years now, it looks like a pile of ruins. There are old buildings. The sea has eaten away at the concrete. There are no windows left. There's just shambles, like an old abandoned town, but it's an industrial town. With that, it has this like dark, mysterious, haunting kind of feel to this whole place. And in fact, if you've ever seen the James Bond movie Skyfall, there's actually a scene from the movie that they did using that island. So this place has just got this old, abandoned creepiness look to it. Now, here's where the whole thing gets really weird. I have no idea what made Google decide to do this. But in 2013, Google sent a single guy to this island, and I don't know how long they sent him there for. And they gave him one of their Google Street Map and Google Mapping computer systems or backpacks or whatever you call it. Mm-hmm. So this guy puts this big backpack on. It's got the GPS and like the 360-degree cameras, and he walks around this entire abandoned island.
It never comes back.
Well, he comes back. And he walks around the whole thing and maps it all out. He got to go on every part, including parts that are usually off limits to tourists. There's tour boats that can go to this thing, but they're only allowed to cover certain things. The parts that are off limits are not because of like confidential information. It's just they're dangerous. So they don't want people wandering around where people can fall or get hurt or any of that kind of stuff, or things that just cannot hold human weight really much. So he gets to cover this entire thing. There's no areas off limits to him. But because they did this back in 2013 and then eventually took all the information, created the Google Maps like you can do when you look down your street view and all that, you can do that now on your computer. So if you go to Google Maps and you look up Hashima Island, that's Hashima, it will pull up and you can click on it and use Street View. You can walk around this abandoned city/island/industrial parkway. And
Great, now I want to do it.
It's kind of cool.
I had to stop myself from
just doing it right
Sitting
now.
on your fingers.
Right? It's kind of cool. And I never looked into it. I wanted to see if there's other places that Google's done this with, but this is their most famous one.
Did you?
I did. I went to this and I checked it out on Google Maps. And it's in the daylight, so to be honest, it'd be kind of cool if it was at nighttime or something like that. But you can walk around and you can see all these old buildings and erosion and windows are all gone. And it's just kind of a cool thing. So I'm wondering if Google has other cities like this, other abandoned cities that you can do Google Street Map and do like a little scary
Do you think they have one
thing.
of, what's the town that's all fenced off in, is it Russia?
Oh, are you talking about the one that had a nuclear explosion?
Yeah.
Chernobyl, I think it was, right? Was Chernobyl? Chernobyl was the one in Russia, Soviet Union, whatever.
I believe so.
Because there's about two. We've had, I think, there was that one, and at least one other nuclear plant explosion. I can't remember what the other one was, somewhere in maybe China. But I know Chernobyl was one. I don't know. But yeah, they could totally send in some robots and do some wandering around. I think there are a lot of robot footage and stuff like that.
Makes you wonder how long all that nuclear stuff hangs around.
That is out there too. You can actually look up like the half-life and all that, the radiation half-life and all. I forget how many hundreds of years before that place is theoretically safe to go to, if ever. Yeah. But it was kind of cool that, like I said, I thought I had to go to some special website or whatever, but no, just Google Maps and Hashima Island, click on it, street view, and I was walking up and down the sidewalks and stuff. And it's not a very big island. The whole thing's only 16 acres. And on the regular Google map, you can see like a big yacht that's docked outside of it docked to the island or whatever. And I'm sure that's probably where the guy was staying while they filmed it, perchance, or maybe it's some other ship that's there. But still, one dude on an abandoned island for unknown amount of time, mapping the whole place.
That's kind of cool, though, if you get paid to do something like that.
They could send me. I'd walk around with a backpack.
Yeah, and I don't know how big of the equipment is. I'm assuming it's probably not that big now in today's world. GPS units, handheld, 360 camera. Heck, they use those inside of campers and stuff if you want to do a tour of a camper. So probably wasn't that big of a machine.
Interesting.
It sounds to me like the beginning of some type of horror movie, though, right? Hey, we want you to go out and map all this stuff, just you by yourself in the middle of and then
that's why I said he never came back.
Right. Well, and then some reason in the scary movie, it'd have to be like the boat won't start anymore. And he's hearing weird things and seeing weird lights at night. I think we got a good horror movie going here.
Make it happen.
Oh, mutant people. Make it like some type of nuclear thing. And all of a sudden, there's some people that never left the island. And they're mutant. Oh, man. We just wrote a movie. Nobody steal this idea, please.
Oh, can we put TSS on it?
Oh, yeah. We're going to have TSS because the P's silent.
That's what it's going to be called.
TSS. They're going to be the cover band. They're going to be the band. They're going to do all the soundtracks. But that's my weird story. I thought it was cool, more than weird maybe, but it's got some weirdness to it, right? I mean, you guys, I don't want to influence your rating.
3 crispy.
I gave it a 3. Okay. Like you said, it wasn't really weird. It was more interesting.
But it's cool.
It is cool.
I'm willing to give up my weird rating for the sake of coolness.
I wish they would have sent them down into some of the underwater mines. That would have been even better.
Yeah, when you started off that story, Under the Sea came into my head. Under the Sea.
I don't think it was a Disney production. I don't think I saw
You want a dingle hopper?
Oh, now you're making me wonder. Okay, now I almost found a game we could do sometime. You go to that.
I'm not quite sure how the dingle hopper.
No, this will make sense. This will make sense because the dingle hopper's a fork, right? Right.
Yes.
I go through and I scour through all the things. Find something there, like let's say that there is a fork or something on the ground in one of the video things, and then I make it a game of whoever can find the same image with that fork in it.
Like God, it's like Where's Waldo?
Yeah. Wander around a street
Google
view.
Maps.
Wander on Street View on this abandoned island, and you have to find the blank. I can't think of anything. It was they emptied the place pretty good. I was hoping it would have more like
they just picked up and left.
Like they just picked up and left. You'd still see equipment laying around, all that. And I only looked at it for a little bit, so maybe there was more of that than I saw. But that would really, really cool. It'd be like somebody find the calculator that you can see from a window, and just let people try to find it. I think it'd be a fun game. I got an order app. All right, I believe we are up to you, Misty Ray. Is there any weird news today?
There is some weird news.
Okay.
This article comes from One News.
Well, they all come from One News. Which news is the One News?
It's just One News.
I know it's One News, but like what news?
I'm gonna hit it
That's
right
Spectrum.
Who's on first?
I think so.
What's on second?
Spectrum is, I think it's Spectrum News 1 or
something like that, yeah.
Wait, that's a real thing? I mean, I knew the one thing was a real thing. I didn't know. I know Spectrum had its own news station.
Yes.
The things I've learned.
My news article is Woman Sentenced for Sharing Cannabis-Laced Cake with Hospital Colleagues.
You know,
yes.
I think of all the places.
best coworker ever.
Until our doctors try to do open heart surgery. It's
fine. It's fine.
What could go wrong? An entire high hospital staff.
It's fine.
Just some colleagues. It doesn't say all of them.
Okay, I want to hear more. All right, what happened?
Okay.
I didn't know it was a real thing. I know it happened in an episode of Grey's Anatomy.
Wait, this actually happened in Grey's Anatomy?
Yes, I didn't watch the episode, but I've seen clips of it. I think it was just visitors or something had brought cookies in. Like they were visiting a family member in the hospital.
Uh-huh.
But it was like marijuana-laced cookies. And the doctors got a hold of them.
Of course.
But anyway, continue.
The Hawke's Bay hospital worker who took a cake laced with cannabis to share meals with colleagues has been sentenced to 3 months of home detention.
That's where she's got the cannabis cake. That doesn't sound like a punishment at all.
At sentencing, in the Hastings District Court, it was revealed that the outpatients unit was shut down for a day after multiple staff members ate a cake and felt ill.
Felt ill.
Felt ill. Well, okay. If you've never done marijuana, well, I think we've all here done marijuana. In legally times and legal states.
I'm innocent. Continue.
Stephanie has never. But anyway, I think if you don't know what's happening, you would feel ill.
It's true.
2 staff members had to be treated in the emergency department, one saying they were severely unwell and having to be transported by wheelchair.
They were a little picky. They had 2 pieces of cake.
Former hospital worker Michelle Webster was employed.
Wait, what? Former? I can't believe that.
Was
This didn't affect her
employed
employment, did it?
in the outpatients team at the time of the incident. The 54-year-old was charged with administering a Class B drug named cannabis oil to a person. 2 days prior to the hospital incident, she made a butter substance with cannabis and provided it to a friend who baked a cake.
Mm-hmm.
After consuming the cake and feeling fine, she took the cake to a shared work meal where it was consumed by numerous colleagues.
So she flat out 100% knew.
Well, she knew, and apparently this wasn't her first time.
And she's like, I felt fine. It's not a big deal.
So
It tasted
she
normal.
made butter and gave it to her friend. The friend made the batter to the cake using that butter. Maybe her friend didn't mean to use that butter.
Maybe her friend didn't know what was in the butter.
Well, how many people is this woman drugging now? She drugged her friend, and she drugged all her coworkers. She's at the sentencing. Your Honor, I'm so sorry. Here, have a piece of cake.
Maybe she was making the butter while rocking out to pterodactyl shitstorm.
Very true. Her contribution to the morning tea resulted in colleagues reporting various symptoms and led to the workplace to be shut down for the day as multiple staff members went home sick and 2 ended up in the emergency department.
Lightweights.
Judge Bridget McIntosh read some of the main victims' impact statements to the court, highlighting she suffered various serious effects because of eating the cake.
She had the munchies real bad. And she tried to solve crime with her Great Dane dog.
One of the other complaints was from somebody. She said she had no idea, of course, as did nobody, that there was any cannabis contained in the cake. She had some in the morning and morning tea time, as did others, and she had some in her lunchbox. Began to feel dizzy.
And then she got the munchies, and you know what she does?
Had more cake.
Ate more cake. Oh.
So she ended up being in a situation where she couldn't move her arms and needed help from colleagues.
That's a lot of cake.
Ultimately, she ended up in a wheelchair and being brought to the emergency department,
Where they administered 4 microwave burritos, and she felt fine after.
As a result to the incident, Webster resigned from her role at the hospital the following day. So she wasn't fired.
She knew she fucked up.
I don't think you have to get fired to know you're in trouble. Okay, there had to be a window of time, though, like they said, before they all figured this out, where everybody in the hospital is like, I cannot get an IV to go in to save my ass today. I don't know what's going on. Oh, my God. I never thought about this. She probably figured it out before anybody else did. So she's probably like, oh, shit. Everybody at work is slowly getting high. It's all my fault. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Or she's sitting at a table going, crap. And that person's going for a second piece of pie. And instead of going, no, don't eat that. Because then, everybody there would be like, oh, shit.
It doesn't say how they figured it out. Did she fess up when she's like, oh, my God, guys, I think I just did this to us all?
It doesn't say.
Or did they test everybody and they're like, you're not sick. You're just high as a kite.
Well, they shut down the whole emergency department.
Oh, yeah, totally get it. But it doesn't say how they figured it out. Did she fess up? Did they figure it out on their own? Interesting.
But yes, so there's that.
It does open up a lot of weed jokes, and I like a good weed joke, so I'm going to give that a 4, especially considering there was literally an episode of a TV show that did the exact same thing. I'm going to give that a 4.
Cookies.
That's a 4 bacon rating on that one.
Nice.
I also give you a 4.
It's going to make me think it's second guess every
joints.
time.
Oh my God.
Cake.
4 pieces
anywhere.
of cake.
4 pieces of cake. Hey, you're right. You're never going to go to a work potluck without thinking of this story ever again.
Especially if you bring cake.
I got an order app.
Stephanie, you're next.
Reddit, of course. The subreddit, am I overreacting?
I always love these ones.
Okay, it's probably because we pick and choose the weird ones, but usually they are not overreacting. Anyway, keep going.
The title is...
Wait, is the overreaction concerning biting someone's dick and calling it a dicklet?
No.
Okay, that was the last episode. Okay, never mind.
And I think it was a nibble.
It's a nibble.
Meow. Okay, the title is, am I overreacting for calling off my wedding after my fiancé got drunk, put on my wedding dress, and had an accident in it?
Okay, all right, should we do a bacon rating now? Or do we want to wait to the end of the story? We can just do a bacon rating now. We're good. Good, we peaked.
We have peaked. Oh my God. Okay. I have a lot of questions.
Okay. Yep. I got questions too. I got, did he put it on without her knowing? Did she say try it on because they thought it would be funny? I got so many questions. What kind of accident? Okay. All right. Keep going.
Do you have the similar questions or
Yeah,
what?
I want to know who she was with, or if this was his bachelor party, or
Did she come home and find him passed out on the floor in her wedding dress after he
pissed in
pissed
her
himself?
wedding dress.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. We're going to.
There's always a reason that the wedding dress never stays at your home if the two of you live together before you're married.
Okay. Is that why you kept ours away? You were afraid I was going to wear it and pee in it, or? Okie dokie. Well, Stephanie, now that we're trying to steal the show here, why don't you tell us what happened?
All right. This sounds completely ridiculous, but it really happened, and I can't stop thinking about it. Some people are telling me I completely overreacted, and I'm starting to question myself. I'm 28 and was supposed to get married last weekend to my fiancé, Nick, who is 30. We've been together for 4 years. He's funny and a little impulsive, but I always thought he had good judgment. He drinks socially, but I've never seen him totally out of control until now. The night before our wedding, I stayed at home with my sister and 2 of my bridesmaids for a relaxed night. Nick went out with his groomsmen. I expected him to come home tipsy at most.
Okay. All right.
At around 1:30...
Wait, so this must have been like the bachelor party.
I don't know if it was the bachelor party.
As much as it was one last hurrah.
Like just the last night out.
Okay. All right.
Couple drinks.
A couple casual drinks. You can get married the next day. Don't put your wife's dress on and piss in it. Okay, anyway.
At around 1:30 in the morning, he came home absolutely wasted, slurring, stumbling, sweaty. I was brushing my teeth when I heard him banging around in the guest room. When I went to check, I saw him dragging my wedding dress out of the closet. I asked what he was doing, and he just laughed and said he wanted to see how it felt to be the bride. I told him to put it back and not to touch it, but he was not listening at all.
Are we sure somebody didn't slip him a Mickey?
No. Maybe he had some cake.
maybe it was at the hospital? Yeah, I had some cake at the hospital.
Right in front of me, he stripped down completely and started putting on the dress. He could barely get it over his body and kept tripping over the train. I didn't know what to say. Then he dropped to the floor in the dress, still laughing.
That would be enough to piss off a lot of brides. You're not getting the dress dirty, too.
Then he went quiet, looked up at me with this panicked face and said, "Oh no." A few seconds later, he had an accident. Diarrhea.
Oh, my God.
It soaked through the back of the dress and onto the carpet. The smell was immediate and overwhelming.
Oh, my God.
I stood there in shock while he started crying and tried to get out of the dress, which only made more of a mess. It was all over the fabric, the floor, and him. Should I continue?
It was number 2. Oh, God. Please continue. Please continue. I'm prepared.
I told him to get in the shower and I left. I drove straight to my mom's house and didn't take any of his calls. The next morning, I called off the wedding. Since then, Nick has apologized over and over. He said he blacked out and barely remembers what happened. His family is furious with me and says I'm throwing away a great relationship over a drunken mistake. Some of my friends agree, and I think I should have postponed instead of canceling. Even my maid of honor said I might be letting emotions take over and it wasn't unforgivable. But I feel like something broke that night. I didn't just feel disgusted, I felt disrespected. The dress wasn't too expensive. It was important to me. It symbolized something. I cannot unsee what happened. I can't laugh about it or move on like it's just one bad night. I don't know how to look at him in the same way. Am I overreacting for calling off the wedding?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. This goes back to the first time crime. Allegedly, according to the story, he is not a bad guy. He does not have a history of getting drunk or anything like that. This is a one-time incident. At the same time, this is one hell of a one-time incident. This is the idea, like, if somebody was a murderer, like, well, he only murdered once. So, I mean, is he really that bad of a guy?
It's fine.
He's only murdered once.
But
He's not a continuing.
but my thing is okay, I totally get it. I'd be pissed too if I was getting married the next day and my drunk fiancé came home, put on my dress and shit all over it.
Let's give it diarrhea. Oh, my God.
But at the same time, if she can't handle that, if he ever became sick and like pooped or peed, she wouldn't be able to handle that either.
No, that is totally different. That is a guy who is sick, who can't control it.
What if it would have been one of her girlfriends that put on her dress and shit all over?
I bet she's pretty pissed at that girlfriend, too.
Pissed, yes, but not postpone your friendship.
I think she is overreacting for canceling. I kind of agree with the friends and family, like, you should have postponed it. Because she's going to have to get a new dress, you know.
It might be an indefinite.
They need to work out this kink.
Yeah. She says no, but this might be a temporary thing. She's not saying I'll get over it.
My other question is, though,
but she might.
She's right now pissed off at him, right? Mm-hmm. But he was also out with some of his groomsmen who should not have let him drink that much.
Yeah, but as a guy, you cannot always blame your friends unless they brought a cake that they drugged him. If it wasn't for a drunken cake, you cannot say, "Oh, my buddy's got me drunk." I'm sorry, man.
But see, that also goes back to what Misty had said. You know, you're making a joke out of it, but what if somebody did like roofie his drink?
Right. You don't know.
You know, maybe the guy was anxious about the fact that his wedding's the next day.
And it might not even be a buddy. It might have been some asshole at a bar who slipped something in his drink and be like, let's see how this guy does tomorrow.
Right. Because he overheard conversation about...
Right. Especially the fact that this does not happen to him. This isn't some idiot that goes and gets drunk on a regular basis. She said this is not like him. Mm-hmm. There's a possibility of that.
But fuck.
I agree, though, that yes, I think at some point they will get over it. I totally understand her being like, I am not willing to say I am postponing for 3 months and I'll be okay.
I think it's initial reaction, like...
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, anyways, Stephanie, I give you a BLT on that one.
BLT from the title alone. You didn't even have to read it. Just, you could have given us the title and be like, BLT.
I got an order app.
Trevor, it's back to you. What do you have for us?
We are titling this one, Can You Dig It?
We can dig it.
Can y'all dig it?
Yeah, we dig it. Can y'all dig it? That's what I was going for. Thank you. This one I have from a July 2012 article of BBC News, from the Mammoth Book of Weird Records by Jim Thibault, and a Wikipedia article on this very topic.
Wikipedia.
Wikipedia, Wikipedia, can y'all dig it? Can y'all dig it? In 1990, there was a guy living in a suburb of London, and his nickname was the Mole Man of Hackney.
Does he look like a mole?
No, the Mole Man part comes from a little different.
Okay.
Simpsons.
Oh, yeah, there's Mole Man in The Simpsons. That's right. He was called this because it was known that he had been randomly digging tunnels under his house, and there was no sign of him stopping.
Wait, he just got bored and one day and...
Started digging holes and tunnels under his house, yeah.
All right.
His actual name was William Lytle, and he first started digging a hole under his house for a wine cellar, and then he said, I quote, I found a taste for the thing. And he kept on digging for the next 40 years.
Taste for the thing, which is digging holes?
Digging holes under his house, yeah.
Okay.
And again, he did it for 40 years. He created a network of tunnels, wide and narrow, on various levels. So there are tunnels under tunnels under tunnels. The tunnels led from his house in all directions. Some of them were up to 60 feet in length and were about 6 feet wide. And some of them went far down as deep as it actually hit the water table. Meaning, if you dig deep enough, you'll find water.
That's how they find a well, yes.
That some of his tunnels were that deep. One of his tunnels actually connected to the Dalston Lane Tunnel, which was an underground railroad at one time, like a subway system.
It's like the Ghostbusters.
Yeah, so this guy had his own personal tunnel from his house to the underground railway tunnel system.
Okay.
Alrighty. Well, if you want to skip traffic, I guess that's the fastest way to go.
He never had to go outside in winter. I guess you could do anything you want.
That's true.
Some of his tunnels were below the freeze line, so
Yeah.
couldn't have been too cold down there.
So everybody knew he was doing this because, of course, he had to do stuff with the dirt. So he had piles of dirt he had just put around his house and backyard and all that. And again, this is a suburb of London, so we don't have a huge yard. So this guy has just piles of dirt that he's created around his garden or yard. We call them yards. They call them gardens. And he started attracting complaints from neighbors when sinkholes started appearing in the pavement of the roads and when water and power supplies were getting interrupted.
That's fair.
He's just randomly digging. He started hitting water and power supplies and cutting lines and stuff.
He didn't call the hot diggers line.
You did
Or the
not
Diggers
call
Hotline.
Diggers Hotline,
Yeah.
no. Finally, in 2006, a large enough sinkhole opened up spanning the road outside of his property where cars couldn't go by. It was a big sinkhole. And that's when it started to reveal how bad or big his tunneling systems really were. So the government or the city ended up doing ultrasound inspections around his house, and that's when they figured out how big and wide the extent of these tunnels were, including the one that connected to the Underground Railroad system.
How did his house not fall in a sinkhole?
That's a good question, because by the way, I looked at this guy was not an engineer. He had no civil engineering skills whatsoever. This was just a dude with a shovel and 40 years' time.
Boredom.
Yeah.
Find yourself a wife.
Right?
When he was
Just don't shit in her wedding dress.
when he was asked by a journalist why he was doing all of these tunnels, his answer was, I'm just a man who loves to dig. And then he just wanted a big basement.
Well, I suppose some of the houses in London don't have basements.
Well, I hope so, because he would have ran into other people's basements. He just started digging and he just created his own basement systems. After living in the property for 40 years, he was finally evicted by the city, because I think they did condemn his house, and under court order was moved to a hotel for 3 years. And then under a further court order, he was rehoused in a flat in a high-rise building. He was required to live on the top floor to discourage his tunneling.
No, at least.
I mean, okay.
In 2010, only a few months after he moved in, though, he was found dead in his flat. I think it was just age. He was an older gentleman. And it was discovered, though, that even though he'd only lived there for a couple of months, he had created several holes in the walls and removed a huge section of wall between the kitchen and the living room. So even though he couldn't tunnel, he just started digging holes through the walls in the apartment building he was in because he just couldn't help himself.
All right.
And that is the story of the Mole Man of Hackney.
I still want to know how his house did not fall in a hole.
Maybe that's the one thing he actually put some supports under. I don't know. But he wasn't too worried about, water and power and trains and roads. And he just kept digging.
I give it a 4.
A 4 for the Mole Man, huh?
I kind of want to know, what was he use? Well, besides the shovel, was it a little shovel?
A spade, a little hand spade.
Hand spade.
Did he use a jackhammer at all?
Well, and I could
Did he
never...
carry-
What were his
carry-
equipment?
Yeah. Did he carry wire cutters for the power lines that he ran into?
How many baskets of dirt?
Well, how did he
Yeah,
not
how did he-
kill himself? He's literally just shoveling away, hitting power lines and water mains.
That's true. Like, how did he not drown? How did he not electrocute himself? How did he...
Yeah, he was under the water line.
There's so many questions.
Did he know he was going to hit that tunnel system? Or did he just, he had to have known that he was going to run into the tunnel system, I'd assume. Was it on purpose? Was he trying to get it? Did he have this giant tunnel system? Because at some point, by the way, they don't use that tunnel system anymore, that railway system. I don't know if they still did when he got to it. Did he just think, oh my God, I found this pile of abandoned railway system. I can connect to it. I could just wander anywhere I want through this old abandoned railway system.
So many questions.
Yeah. And I can't get the vibe. At first, I think people would hate this guy. Dude, stop digging tunnels. People are complaining to the city. But now he's like a historical figure. They're talking about how his house, pay homage to his house. And I can't get a vibe on if people loved or hated this dude.
It's a good question. I also give it a 4.
The Mole House won Best Dwelling at the 2021 New London Awards.
I'm so
See?
That's a fun fact.
Right? So,
I give it a 4. Yes.
well, thank you guys. I'm glad to see you appreciated the Mole Man of Hackney.
I got an order up.
And now we are up to you, Misty. What do you have?
Save the best for last.
Oh, all right. Let's hear some good news.
My news article comes from Celebrity News.
Woo!
Oh, I do love me a good celebrity news.
Kim Kardashian blames ChatGPT for failing her law exam.
Oh, God. You know what we need? More Kardashian news. They're the only people that are famous for not being famous, okay?
No word stuff.
It's almost like I'm not surprised.
Okay, before we even get into this whole thing, because there's a lot to unpack there. We got Chat GPS or Chat GPT. Words, right? Words.
What is wrong with you today?
I don't know. There's so many
Abbreviations
things.
are hard.
So we have a lot going on, but can you ever even imagine hiring Kim Kardashian as your attorney to begin with? It just anyway. All right, that's just my thought on that whole thing. But anyway, so tell us how Chat GPT ruined Kim Kardashian's law school or
How she failed her
degree.
law exam.
Chat GPT. Okay, I'm ready.
Kim Kardashian is keeping up with her inaccurate AI bot.
Wait, does she have her own AI bot?
I guess.
I don't know what's happening. Okay.
Indeed, the Kardashians star, who graduated from her law program in May, revealed that she used ChatGPT to help her study for her school exam, but it mostly steered her in the wrong direction.
So she was going for the bar,
That'd be my guess.
and she used Chat GPT.
To study.
It's like when we were in school using Cliff Notes.
Yes.
Well, at least
that
Cliff
were
Notes.
never part of the test.
Some of them were.
Okay, and here's the thing. Maybe Cliff
But see,
Notes
teachers were smart, though.
Exactly.
Especially like English classes.
make sure that they had questions that were not answered in the Cliff Notes. And I think you need to remember Cliff Notes were published by a reputable company, researched, had fact-checking, all that. ChatGPT is just a computer that takes a bunch of random information and throws it together in hopes that it's accurate. There's no fact proofing. There's no publication. It would be nice if in the United States here, we had some type of organized way of teaching people how to become lawyers. I don't know, maybe like a school or books or something like that. I think that would be helpful. It's
How
too
about
bad.
a friend?
It's too bad that all we have is ChatGPT is the only way to learn how to be a lawyer, apparently, according to Kim Kyle. Why would you not use any other source besides that?
She could have had her AI system write her out cheat cards. That probably would have helped her better.
Well, it sounds like that's what she did. She asked ChatGPT to give her some study notes. Shouldn't you have your own study notes if you did a law school thing? You should have your own notes. If she went to school or did something to learn how to be an attorney, you shouldn't have to ask someone else to create your notes for you. What the fuck is wrong with this woman?
Quoted by Kim, I used it for legal advice. Kardashian 45 told her all's fair co-star Tanya Taylor during their November 3rd appearance on Vanity Fair's lie detector test series. What series is that? I have no clue. Never heard of it.
Stephanie, what is this? You don't know? Mm-mm. I thought maybe if any of the three of us would know, it would be you.
So
yes, because I listen to that all the time.
Well, no, but it's a lot better. I sure as heck wouldn't. Misty admitted she doesn't know. Between the three of us, if anybody of the three of us would know, it'd be you. But it's a better chance that none of us know.
I'm not sure if I should be insulted or not.
Well, I'm not. You know celebrities better than the rest of us do. You can name people who are in movies. Of course, she's not in movies. I don't know what she is. Famous for not being famous. Okay.
she answers her friend. So when I need to know an answer to a question, I'll take a picture and put it in there. So, does she take a picture of these questions? And then doesn't ChatGPT, don't you just talk to it? How do you input a picture?
ChatGPT has so much stuff. You could literally take a picture and ask it how to solve a question.
I'm surprised she's smart enough to even know how to use it.
Or, hey, here's an idea. Maybe smart enough to know not to use it for law school. Could you imagine you went to the doctor and the doctor's like, hey, I'm not really sure how exactly we're going to do this procedure, but good news, I put it in ChatGPT.
Yeah, she uses it for legal advice.
Not good either.
As Taylor 34 asked if she considered this method as cheating, the Skims founder immediately pointed out the machine's many flaws.
The machine has flaws because it gave her the incorrect information.
Again, the difference between sometimes finding stuff on the internet and finding stuff in like a book. There's no fact checking. Anybody can put anything they want on the internet. Now, there are reputable sources on the internet. I'm not going to say the internet cannot be used. In fact, I use it all the time, of course, for our articles and all that kind of stuff. But I think there's a very big difference between having a reputable article that you found on a topic that had research and a basis, a author that is understood, versus random ChatGPT computerized systems.
Oh, it gets better.
Oh, God. There's more?
This was a quote from her. They're always wrong, she explained. It has made me fail tests all the time. And then I'll get mad at it and I'll yell at it. You made me fail. Why did you do this? And it will talk back to me.
If you keep failing, stop using it. Why are you still using it if it keeps making you fail? Oh, my God.
I really wish people listening right now would see the look on my face. That I'm just like dumbfounded.
Again, why would anybody hire this person to be their attorney? Oh, my God.
Oh, it goes on.
What? You gotta be out. There's more. How can there be more?
Please tell me it says how it responds.
I don't know yet. We'll find out in a minute.
Okay, all right. We're listening.
But after her initial frustration, Kardashian, who shares kids, North 12, St. 9, Chicago 7, Salem 6, with her ex-husband, Keanu West.
Okay, I forgot that those
Kanye.
were
Kanye West.
Kanye West. I forgot that those were people. I thought those were like people's handles.
Those
like
are her kids' names.
Those are the kids' names. That I do know.
Maybe chat.
Help name the kids.
GPT named the kids for her.
Oh God. Yeah, I thought those are people's handles. Like I heart teddy bears 456 or something.
Shut up! That's what's on my luggage.
Anyway.
Yes. Would have to say they hold heart-to-heart conversations with ChatGPT bot.
So her children hold heart-to-heart conversations with ChatGPT?
All of them do. Instead of communicating with each other, like, normal human beings.
Oh, this is the unnormal part? This is, oh my God.
I have a challenge for you guys.
I am already feeling very challenged right now,
I want you to
Stephanie.
go home after this
Uh-huh.
and see if you can have a heart-to-heart with Alexa.
Okay, my worry is would accidentally call, like, if I made a fake heart-to-heart, like, I'm feeling sad today, and I went with it, that somehow it would get, oh God, I don't know what to do with it. Okay, all right. I want to try it. I'm going to try it later today, maybe, and see if I can have a heart-to-heart with ChatGPT or just Alexa. What if it turns into an advertisement? You know, make you feel better. This 6-pack of so and so off of Amazon
Hey Google,
card.
how am I feeling today?
Cake.
I could use some of that hospital cake.
All right, go on.
Anyways, they have heart-to-heart conversations with ChatGPT bot. I will talk to it and say, hey, you're going to make me fail. How does that make you feel? That you really need to know these answers. And I'm coming to you, she recalls. And then it'll say back to me, this is just teaching you to trust your own instincts. You know the answer, and you knew them all along.
I don't think that's true. I don't think she does know the answer.
Although the AI model didn't help Kardashian build her reliable study guide during her 6 years of legal training. That's right, 6 years. She's still on the path to become a lawyer. In fact, she might adopt that career title sooner than later. So on October 24th, in the episode of The Graham Norton Show, I hope to be practicing law. Maybe in 10 years, I think I'll give up being Kim K to be a trial lawyer. That's what I really want.
Okay, when did this article come out?
Yeah, October 24th of this year.
Well, we're recording this in December. Is she a lawyer yet, Stephanie? Oh, really? Oh, man. I had high hopes for her.
This is her legal journey.
Oh, boy.
She passed the baby bar in California.
Yeah, that's just the 6 years
She
of
passed
apprenticeship.
the demanding first-year exam in 2021.
Uh-huh.
A major milestone after 3 prior failures, a journey she documented publicly.
Is that really something that you would want to do publicly?
She also admitted that she failed because she uses ChatGPT. She obviously either does it for the attention or is just that dumb.
I feel like all
right.
the Kardashians are all about attention.
Ready for this? The full bar. She took the main California bar exam in July of 25, but announced in November of 25 that she didn't pass, motivating herself to keep studying with ChatGPT. That wasn't part of it, but...
You just added that part in.
Alternative path. Kardashian is pursuing law through California's unique law office study program. It's an apprenticeship rather than traditional law school, a path that she completed in May of 25.
So she just works at a law office for 6 years. They sign a couple pages saying that she was actually working, and now she gets to try to do the bar exam.
She plans to retake the full bar exam in February of 26.
This time she can use a magic 8-ball to study. Let's see if it goes any better.
Anyways, that's my story.
BLT.
Yeah, BLT. I think, oh, God.
I feel sorry for any attorney who has to listen to this because let me tell you, I'm not an attorney. And it hurts me thinking that somebody would think that Chat GPT is going to help them study.
This is the equivalent of someone going to their doctor and being like, "Doctor, I have liver cancer." And you say, "Why?" And you'd be like, "Well, because I have a stomach ache twice in one day and Chat GPT said I have liver cancer." That's what that is.
It's like a barstool lawyer.
Oh, God, a barstool lawyer. Dr. Google. I've heard of that before. Oh,
BLT.
BLT.
I have nothing. I actually feel kind of dumb.
Yeah. Yeah, I am on that thing where I am. I found the weirdness, and I'm just a little angry and annoyed. That's where I'm sitting right now. So, well, we're gonna take that anger and annoyance. And
I feel like I need a drink after listening to that.
I need a piece of
I'm
hospital.
like
Just don't
depressed with
shit
my
in your
own
wedding
mind.
dress.
Yeah, and I need a piece of hospital cake. That's what I need right now.
We all need a piece of hospital cake.
Right. So. All right, everybody. Well, thank you very much for listening to episode 21 of the Weird with the Side of Bacon podcast. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, please leave us a rating, leave us a review, write us a comment, all things that help others find our show.
Tell your friends.
Tell your friends. If you
Tell
want
your work colleagues.
and your work colleagues, don't bring weed cake to work. That's the thing. And don't use ChatGPT for your legal advice. We're learning so much stuff today. And don't dig holes into your house.
Don't shit in your fiance's wedding dress.
Don't shit. You know what? That's just a life lesson right there. I feel like that's just important for everybody. If you'd like to find more of our
Do not
content,
tell your fiance where your wedding dress is to avoid that from happening.
Just don't keep it at the same house, okay?
Yeah.
Leave it somewhere else.
yeah, us guys should not be trusted with anything important. Let's be honest with you. Anyway, so if you guys want more of our content, feel free to check us out. We're on the Facebook, we're on the TikTok, we're on the Instagram. Or Instacart, as I like to say. We are on Facebook Reels. We are, did I say YouTube twice now? We're on YouTube as well. We have our full episodes that you might be hearing if you listen to it as a podcast, but you can see our beautiful faces if you check out our YouTube channel as well. We also have some of our YouTube shorts on there.
So beautiful.
Oh, so beautiful.
I agree. Thank you, guys. Also, if you want to send us an email, you can do that at weirdwithsideofbacon@gmail.com. Again, there's no A or It's just weirdwithsideofbacon@gmail.com. As we always like to say at the end of every episode, keep it weird because normal is just another word for boring. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Bye.